Alright guys, just going to show you my van system, whether this will be any help to any people that are starting out wanting to build a van mount, just to show you some of the parts you might need and see if that will help anybody. So starting with the tank, so this is a 350 litre wide L tank. So you'll have to decide what size of tank you want, what size can fit in your van, what you want it to be framed in. In mine is a wooden frame to fit round, and it's bolted through the van floor, as you can see. You can put them on ratchet straps and ratchet strap them down. That's completely up to you. You can buy metal frames as well. Probably the metal frame would probably be the best thing to do. You can decide on an upright tank or a flat tank. This is an upright tank, as you can see here. So that gives me space for the reels, etc. Now, the next thing you're going to want is you're going to want your port that comes out the side. You're going to want a valve so you can turn this off, so you can isolate the water here. That will enable you to shut the water off and service your pumps. The strainer every now and again needs cleaning out, so you don't want water pouring out, so you isolate it and then you can clean this, you can change your pumps, you can service the pumps, etc. So it comes out of here around the bottom. Now if you've got a dual man system, you're going to want to tee it off to go to each pump, but if you're just a one man system, you're just going to go straight through. You're going to go to your pump, you're going to have a strainer which is going to filter out any little bits of debris before it hits the pump. Then you've got to pump itself, and then you're going to come out the pump and you're going to go to one of your hose reels. So the hose reel connects with normal hose lock. You can use plastic, you can use brass. I mean, I use brass because they're generally much better. And then I'd probably recommend you get an elbow like this, a 90-degree elbow. This helps this pivot and move and stops the pipe from twisting. So that's a useful thing. The reels, you can choose whichever reel you want. These are about £110. These are the metal reels. They're pretty robust. They reel in pretty quick by hand, and you'll get the hose with it. And your fittings, I use the Rectus 21 fittings. They're a bit naff, you know, if you pull them across the floor they don't last that too long, but you can easily change them. Pumps are the Sureflow pump. These are 5.2 litres per minute. These are 100 psi, very good quality, good robust pump. If you're connecting these up, very simple. These have got two cables coming off them, so you're going to be positive and negative. Okay, they're going to connect to straight to your battery if you're not going to use a controller. If you're going to use a controller, which are these things, you're going to connect your positive and negative to the positive and negative on the safe flow controller, which I have here, and then the other two cables will go directly to your battery, and then there'll be a fuse, a 10 amp fuse that you'll need to fit in line on the positive side, connected to your battery. And that's all there is to the wiring. It's very easy. Controllers, you do or you don't need them. I think they're very important. You can control the flow with this particular one. I mean, these are on eBay. These are like £50. The one without the the battery indicator, a bit cheaper, probably about £40. And it's so simple. You turn these on and you can control the flow of your water. Very simple. For each day I'm probably about 2.5. That generally gets me through most of the day. If I want to have more flow, I can put it on 3.5, 4, whatever I want to do. 5 being the full speed of the pump. If you don't have a safe flow controller, you're going to have to try and control the flow with your pole. That's probably a bit difficult, so it's best to have a pump controller. There are probably better pump controllers. Some of the Spring Europe controllers probably got a bit more about them, so that's up to you, but I went for price and these work absolutely fine all day, every day. this particular one, I'll show you as well. Turn this on and you'll get an idea of what your voltage on your battery is like as well, so that's a useful feature as well, so you know when you need to charge it overnight. Obviously you're going to need a leisure battery to power all this. Leisure batteries, 110 amp hours I'd probably recommend. That's the most life you're going to get from those. That is down the back there, just a Numax battery, and you're just going to connect your two cables from your controllers. Now this is a dual man system, so this is what this is going to look like. So the water's going to come and tee off to both pumps and then connect straight to the reels, and then that's straight out to your poles, and then you can start cleaning. So that's really it with the van systems. You know, price wise, I mean, the tanks are probably like about, I think I bought this for probably about 150 quid. This was a custom made wooden frame, so you're gonna have to decide what you want to do with your frame. I mean, the frame probably is about 60 quid's worth of wood I used. The safe flow controllers are about 50 and 40. The pumps I got from Pure Freedom, these were about £66 each. The strainer kits, I'm not sure how much they are actually, but they could be anything like about 15 quid or something maybe. The reels, as I say, £110 each. So you've got that, and then you've got various fittings. I would say this as well about the hose that I'm using. This is very strong hose, but it's also clear. The reason to probably use clear would be that you can see any debris that's caught inside. You know, it's funny, you think it's pure water and you're not going to get any debris in your tank, but be assured you will get bits in that tank, and that is obviously what the strainers are for, to filter out any of that before it hits the pumps. But what I've noticed, probably the thing that's helped me so much with the clear pipe, is when I've got airlocks. If you get any airlocks in your pumps, you're going to find that it's not going to come out the end of the pole very well. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to clear that airlock. Now usually what I do with those is I'll pull this off and then I'll run the pumps on full blast, and I can usually see the air coming out, and you can see it as like little bubbles. And then you can clear the air in the system, and then once the air's gone out of the system and the tank, then you can carry on with your work quite easily. So hopefully that's give you some ideas on pricing, maybe the way you want to set it up, and help some of you newbies who are getting into the window cleaning game. I know I've had a lot of help looking on the forums, looking on videos on YouTube, etc. So I thought I'd just make this and show each part, so you can make an educated idea of what you want to do with your system. Alright, thanks for watching.